He called me to document his next project, referring to it as cultural history. But something stood out to me as odd. He also called it an experiment.
The name of the experiment is Quiet We Live in Public. Down here, we're building a capsule hotel to find out what the internet is going to look like when it takes over. You get the TV here, right? And you can see all these other people.
There would be a capsule hotel underground to house over 100 people.
The image I have in my mind is like in a concentration camp, you know, those pictures where they're all facing forward.
And an 80-foot-long dining room table with free food and drinks for a month.
This is where Podland's going to be right here, folks, right here.
Is it going to be fire code?
Yeah.
Of course it
yes.
It's partially an event, partially a party, and partially a social experiment.
We have everything a society has. We have the church, we have the police.
We have our own power source, we have our own food, we have our own hotel. You know, if worst came to worst, you know, there's a bunch of weapons in the basement.
Pretty neat, huh?
What is this for?
I'm making a firing range.
Josh brought in well-respected artists from around the globe to help him build his underground society.
Dara Birnbaum was one of the initial video artists, you know, in Studio 54.
Josh would be like, here's 20 grand, you're in charge of this section.
Josh told me a number when we first started, and I think we spent it the first day.
I spend money like it's sand through the fingers of time.
Josh was spending money like a drunken sailor. He spent almost $2 million on Quiet.
My business associates, they're worth a lot of money, but they're gonna buy a big house or two big houses, a couple cars, have their kids. They'll never really spend their money properly.
I just thought if you could play off of that Warhol kind of thing or recreate the factory.
No offense, I'm a little sensitive on the topic, but it's kind of been done. There's a new boy in town, it's called technology.
Yeah.
It's
a throw, but that's okay.
Yeah, all right.
Josh approached me to wire these capsule hotels with video cameras, microphones, and monitors in a way that you could interact between these capsules.
You change the channel, it changes you to other compartments in here. If you're both locked on the same channel, you can talk to each other.
Mm-hmm. You know, every science fiction movie has video conferencing, but in reality, only a few people have actually ever done it. Have you ever done it?
2 different buildings had 4 different floors, which were all wired together through a 75-channel TV station. The cameras were everywhere. There was cameras set up in the showers, in the toilets, in the kitchen, in the performance area, in each of the little pods in the pod hotel.
You can see what everybody does. It's not that it's, you know, who says that that's necessarily bad? It may be, and we'll find that out. It might be that you get so intimate with people in their intimate moments that you really get to know them. Or maybe we get people going to Bellevue. We're not quite sure. As you get new and more interesting people in, you need the racks. Yeah. So you're going to have to kick them out.
Natural selection.
You're going to have to be a kind of an exhibitionist in order to be wanting to stay here. Surely this is one big experiment, and maybe everybody will feel like celebrities here.
Mm-hmm. There's another element to this, which is we're going to record Stasi-type intelligence of what people are doing.
We start off with very basic questions, and then we go into the groups: political, religious, psychological, emotional, sexual. And we'll have files on them on such things as how the drug test came out, whether they liked their mother better or their father, whether they ever had anal sex or were in jail for any political activities.
To be a citizen of Quiet, you had to really give up a lot. There was a tremendous fascist overtone to the whole thing.
If you wanted to be involved, you had to be interrogated. And then you get issued a uniform.
Once you're in, you're not allowed to go out. Literally, you cannot leave the premises again.
We've got to make sure there's discipline in the ranks.
His vision was, you're going to wear my outfit, you're going to sleep where I tell you to sleep, you're going to eat where I tell you to eat, and you're going to exist here, and I'm going to film every part of it, from you hanging out, to you sleeping, to you eating, to you showering, to you shitting.
Don't bring your money with you. Everything is free. except the video that we capture of you. That we own.